Be very, very quiet. We're hunting pictures.
Welcome to a new video installment from Tejada Photography. I've started a new project, an annual report for a large construction company, and I wanted to give you a look at some of the gear I'm taking with me. This would be in my cargo case. I have a bunch of Justin clamps here that are designed for my SB 800s. This here is a putty knife that I use to place a strobe where I might need to. I have a series of graduated filters and battery chargers and such. My regular camera gear, Nikon D2X, 80 to 400, 12 to 24, and a 24 to 85. Various battery chargers, walkie-talkies, card readers, and external hard drive, which I download my images to every evening. This is the lighting kit, small umbrella, couple stands. Got 4 of the SB 800s here that I use, and then also have a lot of pocket wizards here that I use to fire those strobes. So I've got a whole pocket full of these here. Other things that we have to take with us include, in this particular job, safety equipment. The hard hat, of course. People complain about the look of it, but I rather like it. It doesn't have a brim and I can shoot easily with it. Warm gloves, rotating beacon light, safety vests, gloves, things such as that. On this assignment, we're headed out to Yakima, Washington to photograph an asphalt plant, which they commonly call a hot plant. So we went out to Portland and drove 3 hours out to Yakima and arrived there in the dark, and went ahead and made a couple photographs here first thing in the morning without even setting an eye on the plant. Set it up here, and then we also did another one with adding some individuals, Eric and our escort. I have a small SB 800 in the cab of the front end loader. And then prior to sunrise, we went inside the control room and used an SB 800 clamped to the ceiling on the far right hand corner to illuminate the control room. And this gives you an idea of what this ugly looking plant looks like. This is it. This is really a small little plant, and I'm going there to try to get some pictures, and I felt really challenged doing so. Anyhow, we have a little word here from Eric, give you an idea of what's going on in his life up on top.
As an assistant, you never know what you're going to be asked to do. I'm about 80 feet up right now on a stairway. David's asked me to climb up here so that he can get some shots of me from down below, with me in the shot showing a sense of scale. And I'll turn the camera around so you can see where he is.
I use walkie-talkies quite a bit with my work in order to position people in the photograph where I see it best suited. I've moved Eric over on various different parts of this catwalk up there in order to give a sense of scale. And then throughout the day we did a variety of other shots around this very small asphalt plant. Sun was rather high. We tried to get as many shots done as we could for the client, and then as the sun swung around further to the west, we started getting some better light, and then we tried to set up different scenarios that the client might like. I have Eric walking past a series of tanks here. I had him walk back and forth, so I have a variety of positions, climbing up on some tanks and such, and just trying to make up as many shots as possible. When we get done with the shoot, we grab some dinner, head back to the hotel, and I usually download all my stuff and do my editing. The next location that we head off to is Ogden, Utah. Out there, the client is doing the I-15 corridor expansion, and we have a series of about 4 or 5 exits in which to photograph some activity, asphalting and bridge building and such. So we'll show you what we end up shooting on these particular locations. Having the appropriate safety equipment is very important, of course. rotating beacons, safety vest, hard hats, things like that. And as we photograph, we're working on different aspects of the asphalt work in particular locations close to moving highways and such. Try to use a long lens here to compress the background, and because of the long lens, I'm using electronic release to release the shutter. I didn't want to press on the camera and jeopardize any kind of camera movement at all. These are some additional images that we shot through on the highway, getting on and getting off and trying to find different locations to photograph where there's activity taking place. It's very difficult to stop people from working, and I have to sort of just capture what I see as the day progresses. This is a section of wall, sound barrier being put up. Of course, you've got the asphalt roller. And then here I'm underneath the underpass, photographing some section of workers going across the girders as they're working to do the deck on this upper section. So we did a variety of things here. I end up arranging an opportunity where I could get up in a bucket, get above this overpass, got my safety equipment on here, and then I have a few comments about what I'm doing.
Heavy industry is a lot of fun. It's like the Tonka toy thing, you know. You've always liked to play with the big trucks, and trying to make an industry which is not very attractive in a lot of people's minds something that's very pretty. It's neat, and like this shot here, where you're just putting people in the shot to give it scale, to give it a sense of grandness, and it beautifies the industry. That's what clients like.
We're going to be photographing from a man lift here. I'll get about 60 feet up over the overpass. This is about 45 minutes before the sun hits the horizon, so we've got some very nice late afternoon light. Got the safety equipment on again, which is kind of strange for me being strapped into your bucket. If the whole thing falls over, then you're doomed. You can't jump out, but I understand if I fell out of there, I'd be okay. So anyhow, these are some of the images that we shot from the bucket overhead. I thought this gave it a nice sense of scale from above. And I really hope you enjoyed these videos, and I'll try to share more on this particular project as this job continues.